Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. First play from scrimmage. Here's Murray. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Murray's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
That'll give him 8 that time, and they'll be left with second and a couple. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Well, this defense for the Lions, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They run it with Chandler.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Here's Chandler.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1 yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run over.
Chandler is in. Touchdown, Arizona. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. Looking to throw. James. It's Miller, complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want. Points.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
His 6th rushing touchdown on the year, number 8 overall.
And the Lions respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but
he's got him in, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Chandler, and a solid run down inside the 30. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
On 2nd down now. It's Chandler, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
These two teams all tied after 1. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing now is Murray.
He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. Down inside the 10.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up first and goal.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Second and goal from the 1.
Here's Chandler again.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Ty Chandler with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive.
After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
Touchdown, Detroit!
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys who can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
Butker on for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see it.
And that's caught inside the 30.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another 1st down run right there.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down.
54 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Keep in mind they can still get a 1st down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll keep it on the ground. Chandler, and he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown.
Ty Chandler
on his way to a monster monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. James. And get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards, first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point by Booker is on target.
And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds.
A huge play there for Arizona. 42 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Chandler, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Throwing on first down is Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Chandler. Touchdown, Cardinals. Ty Chandler on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns as they have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We have been treated to great offense on both sides. The defense is on the other end of the spectrum. They're just searching for answers right now, aren't they?
And for most defenses, it's a very uncomfortable and in a lot of ways unfamiliar spot because points are going to be scored. But the way we're seeing them today, it's almost like there's no resistance. They've got to figure out how to slow these offenses down. Maybe someone on either side can make a big play and start to wreck and disrupt the timing that we're seeing.
As we get closer to halftime here. Here's James looking to throw on second down.
St. Brown making the catch on the out route.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Off play action. James. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Offense is moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for 3rd down. Back to throw. James. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hawkinson.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Looking for Hawkinson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit.
A great play there, as the first half is winding down.
And the Lions have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And it'll end there as he goes out of bounds, but a heck of a return all the way inside the opposite 40.
But that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Up the middle they go. Chandler. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Here we go.
James throwing on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Trap 60, trap 60.
Operating from the gun, James. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Hey.
Looking to throw. James. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 14. That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Back to throw. James. And this one is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And this game is tied again here in the 3rd. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete to McBride. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Chandler. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down. From the 40 now on second down. Murray throwing the out route incomplete. That's Chandler. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 39. A gain there of 21 yards.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Murray's throw completed to Brown, and he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And able to work his way down to the 16. 79 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Murray now. Flush to his right. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray, a 16-yard touchdown run, as his guys have now moved out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Cardinals 38, Lions 31.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much...
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you get deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level in what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Murray now on 1st down.
Able to get this one to McBride.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. And it's they'll run on 1st down. Chandler, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Chandler. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
So where did that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
To throw, it's Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
To throw is James. To throw on 2nd down.
Yeah, that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
19 tight, 19 tight. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win. Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now James, off the play fake. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams,
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
and the Lions have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. after the touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Murray on the keeper. The tackle made at the 44-yard line. Again, 13 yards.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Trying to lay one up deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Lions are right back in this football game.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Ready, set.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. But right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They run again on 1st down. Cook.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. So that'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Let's go.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A solid pickup of 13 sets them up first and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are. But what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Butker now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly,
he's got a man complete. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Murray now on 1st down. This will be caught by Brown.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Lions, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Arizona, The loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we hit it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it, but it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up like a 4th and 1. We sneaky when we slide them. Y'all on offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it, but it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this, wave till they see sick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded different. Tell them they time is ticking, but we time a fish. Bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in that pocket. Whole squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how